Good morning. It is going to be a very odd Monday, I'm sure. But I took the day off, so we're gonna race. Get out some angst. How are you, Aki? Ah! No, that's not what I meant to do. On late shift. What does late shift look like for you? Ah, nice. I was supposed to work today. I took PTO. And then I work Tuesday, Wednesday. And then I have off Thursday, Friday. 12 p.m. to 8:30. That's not a fun shift. When I worked at Walgreens, I used to do 11 to 7s, and they suck. Some of the worst shifts there are. You have no day. Your morning is spent stressing about the shift and having to work. You work the shift, and then you get out, and it's like, well, it's basically night now. 8:30 to 5 would be better, yeah. At least you have time to sleep. We'll see how today goes. It's probably going to go terribly. I don't think I have the level or endurance to race in the category that I'm in. But it is what it is. I don't really have choice. Not a fan of the racing score, but it's what I have, so... How are you doing, Nick? Yeah. It is not a normal stream today. It was a rough weekend, so I took today off. It's going to be a very stacked field. Probably 150 plus people. And I will probably not be near the front. This is the first race back in almost 2 months. So, this will probably be rough. Fair warning. Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. Yes, it is, Wacky. Yes, it is. It is what it is, though. Yeah, I'm not excited about today's route. I was gonna race a race in like 2 hours, but my buddy wants to join me, and his racing score is too high to join the narrow categories, because I was gonna do the 350 to 400, because I haven't raced in 2 months. My racing score is at its bare minimum. His is at 409, so he couldn't join me. I'm like, God dang it. That would have eliminated 120 points of race score from the field. Would have been so nice. So now I'm stuck racing 350 to 520 as a 350 racer. So, You can guess how well this is gonna go. Hey, Barty, how's it going? Oh, goody. Yeah, I'm screwed. I'll be lucky if I can hang 3-0 right now. I will 100% get dropped. It's not a question. It's just, how far will I get dropped? That's why I don't like the new ZRS. It's so wide open that it just doesn't make sense. It's very unbalanced. So I'm going into this knowing that this is going to be brutal. It's going. I feel that, Barty. I feel that. But yeah, for those who are unaware, this is the first race back in 2 months. I was off the bike for about a month and a half. And so this is very much a mystery, and I am putting myself way into a bad category to race in, just so I can race with a friend who's probably gonna smoke me. So that's pretty much my thought process for today. This is gonna be brutal. Nice. Hey, take care of yourself. That's all that matters, right? That's why I'm here. I did manage to finish the tour of Watopia yesterday, so thankfully I got that done. So much of it was while I was in Japan, so unfortunately I had to kind of push and get it done yesterday. Granted, I didn't go super hard. I did sweet spot for about 10-15 minutes, but that's about it. Oh, Beeble. Yeah, the ZRS pens are rough. Yeah, being in the 180 to 350 with a score of 195, that's painful. And the kicker is my score is 350 purely because that's my baseline, based on a 90-day score, which is prior to me taking time off. So it's probably actually lower than that right now, which is the real kicker. It just will not go below 350 because that's my floor. So I'm like, I hate CRS so much right now. It just does not feel like it matches. We'll see. Maybe magically I'll be better. I won't be. I'm going to suffer very hard. But I want to race. I need it right now. This will be the good, hopefully, final thing to clear my head. So if you don't have any energy left, you can't think. Yeah, dude. Thankfully, we're not doing the forward. We're doing the Jarvis KOM and then the Zwift reverse, I think. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get dropped. True. True. Yeah, Barty, it's the issue that I don't have a choice with the racing scores. I hate that everything is moving to racing score. Even ZRL eventually will. It's just, it never felt like it was a good system, and now I don't have a choice but to race with it. I don't understand. And the fact that they think this is a good solution when I've heard so many people say that it's not great. I don't think so, people. I think it's reverse. I looked it up last night and I thought it was, but God help me if it's not. You're racing Keo on Tempest, Barty. Oh, that's awesome and terrifyingly bad, people, that it's like 2 days before Christmas, but I'm happy for you. Hopefully you'll get some answers, buddy. It sucks that you've had to, like, wait this long without an answer. Barty, that's not really surprising that Keo would drop you on the Epic. Keo is almost always a category ahead of you and is a flyweight climber. That's not really shocking. I would have put, like, all of my life savings on Keo dropping you on the Epic. No offense. I'd be a little concerned about Keo if he didn't. Yeah, Barty, you definitely have a better chance of destroying him on Tempest. You can very much overcome a category gap on flat land with a flyweight. Hilly KOM reverse. Awesome. Thank you. I was hoping so, Nick. That makes me a little bit happier. If it was forward, it was going to be miserable. Not that reverse is great. I also have to remind myself that it is not double length power-ups right now. That is something I have to recalibrate. Yeah, I thought I had seen reverse, but at the same point, I'm not in my normal, like, race prep mind, as I haven't raced in 2 months. I mean, in all honesty, Barty, you could literally just sit behind him the entire time. Just let him work and then just dust him in the last, like, 2K. Because you know, your, like, his sprint is your heavy pushing power if you really go all out, like, without getting out of the saddle. Okay, so not necessarily, it's not unfair. You just want to punish him more. What you guys should have done is made a GC out of it. You have to overcome the deficit he gained on you on the Epic. That's the way to really do it. $250. You could do that. You can do that. It will not be easy, but you can do that. You have a power profile on your side that is much better than his for that. He has higher power, but it's not as useful on the flats. So, today's race, I'm going to guess there's going to be between 150 and 200 people. Yeah, but his watt per kilo and his... well, his watt per kilo is fine. His raw watts in a sprint are going to be rough. And on a flat, raw watts is definitely going to be a massive factor. So, like, if somebody can crank out 15 watts a kilo, but that 15 watts a kilo equates to 700 watts, and you can do 10 watts a kilo, and that 10 watts a kilo is like 1,000 watts, then it's a moot point being able to do, you know, 15 plus watts a kilo. In other places, watts per kilo is key, but in a sprint, raw watts is definitely critical. I have faith in you, Barty. Hey, Vidar, how's it going? So yeah, for the record, today's race is Triple Twist, one of the new routes that encompasses Jarvis. Do not expect me to win or do amazing. I'm not going to. You're sick. That sucks. That sounds good, Barty. Go have fun cooking. Oh, thank you. Thank you for giving me a feather on Tempest. Useless. I haven't done a huge, like, warm-up today. That's mainly because I know that I don't have endurance right now. So I need to save whatever energy I have for the race itself. So for anybody looking and going, I don't really see any peaks, and your bar up top is, like, mainly blue with a slight bit of green, there's a reason for that. I'm just spinning the legs right now more than anything. I want them to open up a little bit, but I don't have endurance, so I'm not going to push beyond much beyond zone 2. I know that this is just going to be brutal regardless, so. Just how much can I eliminate that brutalness is really what I'm doing. Alright, hop in the pens here soon, so I can get everything prepped. Haven't paired my heart rate monitor yet, because I know it's been having issues with going in and out of Zwift. How are they in my category with a 5.9 watt per kilo FTP? ZRS is so broken. So broken. Oh my god. That's so dumb. That is like Cat A+. Yeah, I don't even have words. Alright, I'll be right back, Jack. Gonna run to the bathroom, and then we'll get prepped. Probably leave a headphone so it stays connected. Alright, I'm back. Hey, Georg. No, I'm taking PTO today because it was a rough weekend. And then I work tomorrow and Wednesday, and then I have the rest of the week off. And apparently I've chosen to just hate myself and have absolute pain and suffering. This is not going to go well. All right, Turner boy. All right. Here, boy. Okay. Alright, as I've mentioned a couple of times for anybody that's just joining, this is first race back in 2 months. My score is very much not correct in the slightest. So, my score is listed as 350, which is the baseline of this. Fair warning, it's probably lower than that. It just will not go lower because that apparently is my score floor, which feels like it's wholly wrong. So yeah, this is gonna be rough. Oh, I forgot what power-ups there are.
People,
Stacy! Oh, you've come to watch a slaughter, have you? That's unfortunate. Welcome, though. The monologuing was cut off. That sounds about right. Feather and arrow. Helmet feather just did this. Thank you. How miserable is it? Because I am way outside of what I should be able to be doing. How are you doing, Marblehead? And yeah, Georg, I think a lot of people are having the same issue with the score not matching what they're capable of. Yeah, that sounds about right for a Twitch raid. Glad to hear it, Marblehead. All right. It is first race back. 2 months. Broken ZRS racing score for me. Way outside of my element. I'm going to suffer. Casey, I've been told that there is somebody in my category with a 5.9 watt per kilo FTP. I don't know. I'm probably... I don't think I can even get remotely close to that. Dang. Oh, Taylor didn't make it in. God dang it, Taylor. I know, right, people? Only 156. Oh, 178. 350 to 520. Yeah, my heart rate says a lot. If it's a race to hit max heart rate first, then yes. This is ridiculous. This is Cat B pace. ZRS is dumb.
Hey,
Thanks for the follow.
follow. Wait, where are we?
This is dumb. No. This is so stupid. Yeah, this is gonna make me not want to race. This is absolutely dumb. I don't remotely belong in this game. Yeah, and they've got to fix that, unfortunately, Garrick. The fact that I can't race down from this is insanity. I know, right, Peter? Maybe I'll magically wake up with 5 watts a kilo. They're chilling at above Cat C pace. Now they've calmed a little bit. And they're back up. Yeah, but Jonathan, it's supposed to be based on 1 effort now, not 3. So why does somebody with a 4.5 watt per kilo FTP get placed in here? That just feels broken. You're always gonna have people moving around. That's the issue. The fact that I can't degrade below this category when I've been off the bike for a month and a half is dumb. I mean, I'll be honest. Right now, I have half a mind to quit this race. Yeah, Craft. It's not a great system. It's so broken. I'm sorry to be negative, but I was trying to race to get out of my head. This is making it worse. Yeah, but if that whole thing is done, why are they still in this category then? This shows how broken it still is when there was 35 days of racing. I'm done. I'm toast. The front group is at 4 watts a kilo average. The hell? This isn't fun. Like... See, and that's the issue then, Jonathan. Is if most people aren't doing certain races, they'll never get catted. Go look at some of the pro riders. There are pro riders that could race this. That makes no sense. That shows a broken system. I'm sorry, I'm just salty. I'm looking at the front group doing 5 watts a kilo. This is ridiculous. This has ruined racing on Zwift. Absolutely. I've been doing Zwift for 5 years. This is dumb. This is the worst racing system I've seen them implement. Well, and they've had plenty of time to accumulate it. That's the issue. Saying it's insufficient data, that's Zwift's problem. Again, you get placed after one hard effort. That's it. So, it doesn't even have to be racing that you do. An FTP test will set your score. It'll set your seed. So, even with that change, it's still broken. And the fact that I cannot decay below this category because of a 90-day result. I refuse to accept that. That is a broken system. I don't even remotely belong close to this group. It should still be based off of an effort, Georg. If somebody can do 4.5 watts a kilo, they should not be here. That's a Zwift problem. Look at my W bell and tell me I belong here. I'm in 156th place with a W bell of 4.5. What it comes down to is the system's not ready. And the fact that they want to spread this to ZRL and WTRL is insanity. That makes no sense. Yeah, I've been off Zwift for a month and a half. But my racing score cannot decay anymore because my seed score from 90 days ago says that I belong at a 350. It hasn't gone down in weeks. Pimp! That's why it's broken. My seed floor is 350 point something. The fact that I can't cat down is ridiculous. Also, this category is way too open. 170 point swing is nuts. And 90 days is too long. It needs to be like 30. 90 is insanity. So you take a 2-month off season, come back and you're screwed. 90 days in the world of athletic fitness. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too, Marblehead. What if you have surgery or something? Yeah, agreed, Renren. 90 days is ridiculous. Tour de France riders don't even keep fitness for 90 days. Ha! Oh my god. Again, I'm sorry I'm so salty, chat. But this has ruined racing for me. I wanted to try it. This makes me not want to race. And I love racing on Zwift. This makes me very jaded towards it. And does not give me any incentive or interest in racing when this is the category I'm up against. You don't grow from this. You get frustrated, depressed, and demotivated. This does not push you to get better. I used to be close to winning categories when the categories felt reasonable. I couldn't imagine, even on form, being in the top 100 of this. Oh, I believe it, Nick. And I know Barty. But, and I mean, Marblehead, that's what I mean. This system is not better than category enforcement. They have a very broken form of skill-based matchmaking. And Georg, you saying you haven't raced in weeks says a lot. See, but for me, Marblehead, if I felt like I was doing well in a category, I would just move myself up. With this, it doesn't solve anything. At this point, I'm literally just riding to get to the finish. That's it. Gotcha. I don't know. This is worse in my eyes. My issue, Peter, is the bracket's too large. That's the biggest issue. Also, my power is not correct for the bracket because my power is stale. It's based off of my power from before I took time off the bike. So I disagree on that front. That's also true, Nick. Remember, categories are not based on that anymore, Peter. A, B, C, D are all dead. Remember, I'm in pen 3. Not 2. Or 4, whichever one you want to look at it. But yeah, Nick, I agree. Racing should make you feel like you're growing. I don't. So, my answer to that, Peter, is the bracket I'm in is closer to C plus, B minus. I am at C minus. And my average power is at 2.7 watts a kilo, roughly. Barely above D. Agreed, Georg. I don't care if I finish it last if it's fair. That's not what this is. I didn't stand a chance at kilometer and a half in. They started at 5 watts a kilo and never came down. I think that's why I enjoyed racing on Zwift for so long. Even if I got beaten, I felt like I grew and I learned from it. This has made me learn I don't like the racing. That's it. Nothing else. I'm not enjoying this. This isn't fun. This is frustrating. I mean, that's honestly better, Peter. It at least felt fair prior, Peter. And Barty, I used to do endurance. I needed a purpose. Racing gave it to me. Not anymore. To give you an idea, my average is at 206. I guessed my FTP at 210. So I'm pretty darn close. No, Barty. That sounds mind-numbing. I said I want fun. Just look at the group. At 11, 4.4 watts a kilo. And that's a drop group. If I was in Cat C, yes, Marblehead, I would at least been moderately there. I wouldn't have been almost dead last. Riding until deep exhaustion is fun when... Yeah. That's exactly my point, Pimp. Oh, I can ride myself to exhaustion pretty quick. I mean, look at my heart rate right now. Oh, gotcha, Marblehead. So yes, in Cat C, 2.7 watts a kilo average would have not been competitive, but I wouldn't have gotten dropped right away. I would have still had a group. I just want the old race score back, where the cap was like 420. Basically, I've watched racing categorization degrade. To me, it was best like 3 years ago. Now nobody gets catted up. The categories are so spread. You're pulling now just for that, buddy. That was stupid. There's no need to do that. See, when you're that high up, the power differential is less percentage-wise. The difference from 4 to 5 and 2 to 3 are very different. 4 to 5 is a 20% difference. 2 to 3 is a 33% difference. You have to remember that. But that's what I think people are forgetting. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not saying it's not a big difference, but the percentage gap is a big difference. Because also, they're likely not going to use it as much at the higher level. People are much more tactical. People are less tactical at the lower categories, and are just going to hammer. Higher categories, they're going to use it when it makes sense. Now I don't expect everybody to agree with me. All I can say is this is just miserable. This is not fun. This sucks. And I'm happy when this is over. Regardless of what it is, racing is not fun. That's all that matters to me. See, that's Zwift being broken then, because that's Cat C. My favorite categorization was when the tiny races used ZMAP and ZFTP. I would like to think so, Crept, but looking at the pace of the front, even at my fittest, I would have been dropped. It wasn't even close. They were doing 4 to 4.5 watts a kilo average. I've never been close to that. My FTP prior was 3.1. Yeah, Peter, but when is that answer not going to be the answer anymore? Also true, Marblehead. That is also an issue. Yeah, some can, some can't, Rick. Yeah, correct. That is a massive issue, is the reseeding. No, you really shouldn't run. I've been at the bottom of a category before. It's never been this bad. I mean, look at how far people are ahead of me. 17 kilometers in. I'm not even in the same zip code anymore. I thought it was too. I never used ZwiftRacing, that app. Yeah, I know. See, the thing is, I've had a lot of experience on Zwift and its racing series. I know what they've been like. That's why I hate this one so much. Is I knew what it was like to have fun. I've had very little fun in any of the ZRS, the beta or the final. Had I not known anything else, this would be fine. But I do. Oh, wow. Rare. No, I don't think I have any mods right now. Not a big deal. I feel like this person wants me to work with them, but they need to stop trying to drop me if they want me to work with them. Yeah, totally, Renren, totally. I don't even know what that means, if I'm honest. Oh, jeez. Fair. Yep, him. That's fair. I know, right, people? Now it's raining. Look at those power profiles. That's stupid. "42-minute race. I finished 8 minutes down." Let's take a look. Oh, it won't even show me. But look at this power. I never raced with people even remotely in this power range. This is so stupid. None of these are even Cat C racers. There's one in 99. Absolutely stupid. And if you want to know how hard I worked, there you go. Look at that graph. 73 TSS. I was at my limit the entire race. The entire race. Tell me it's not broken when you look at that. I just can't. The graph says everything. That was just so dumb. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Like... Again, I'm sorry for the negativity, but that was just... that was infuriating. I don't belong racing with the top 100 in that group. Just ridiculous. And I know not everybody will agree with me, but my 20-minute power was 2.6 watts a kilo. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. That doesn't make me want to race. I do appreciate everybody for hanging around, even though I was just whining. So, I'll go back to normal later. I try to be Mr. Positive, but between this past weekend and that, I don't have it in me. My filter is broken. So, I apologize. No, I never thought you were giving me hell, Marble. No, I love critical discussion. Legitimately. I'm just cranky today. For anybody who hasn't seen why, if you just look at Discord or Twitter, you'll see. I'm not in a great headspace, which is why I wanted to race, but... No, that's fair. 100%. I don't blame you at all. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's just... My big thing for racing has always been, I want racing to be fun. And for it to be fun, it has to feel like I'm actually, you know, being challenged in the sense where I have a chance of some sense. Not like, oh, I have a chance to win, but I have a chance to improve. Or it's some semblance of challenge, or basically I have to feel like I'm involved in the race in some way, shape, or form. That's kind of always been my thing with racing. Because I don't like workouts, I don't like anything like that. Racing's usually how I get my fitness. But racing like that is so demotivating that it doesn't make me want to race. Which, I mean, that's a failing on Zwift. Because if I don't want to race, that defeats the entire purpose and the race numbers go down if other people feel like that. Because I don't feel like it's going to make people want to race. Because I feel like that was their goal. But I've only heard of people not racing now because of ZRS. Not racing because of ZRS. So, thanks, Darren. Nah, I get that. It's... The elite level racers might be loving this. I can tell you a lot of the Cat C, low B level racers that I've talked with are not happy. Ah, gotcha, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not familiar. I don't watch a lot of Zwift content, ironically. But a lot of the people that are between high Cat D and low Cat B do not like ZRS. And I have heard a lot of people not racing because of it. So when Zwift is like, oh yeah, we've heard nothing but positive, and I'm like, I've heard nothing positive about it. So where are you getting your feedback? Ah, gotcha, that makes sense. Which, ironically, is why I know, because a lot of people don't realize, like 85% of Zwift's population is non-racers, which is why racing never takes the priority. It's always going to be a backseat. And I always try to remember that. But when they've made it like this, it's just like, I don't want to race, so I'm not going to get seated because racing sucks. Gotcha, Cat Dad. Makes sense. And that's exactly the issue, Marblehead. That, I feel like, is the issue. I feel like they're trying to stick in a system that is a set it and forget it, which is very dangerous. Because when they first added ZRS, and they had the narrow categories, I wasn't a huge fan, but racing wasn't horrible. It wasn't as good, but it wasn't horrible. Racing is now horrible. I will tell you, I will not race nearly as much with ZRS. It's just not motivating. Getting dropped consistently, not fun. I get growth. But like that race, I don't feel like I grew from that. I feel like I just suffered. There was no part of that that felt like growth or challenging. That just felt like a slog. And I'm not opposed to it not being, you know, the racing platform. I'm just go back to what it used to be. It's tough, Cat Dad. I truly feel like the right answer was when Zwift Insider did things not based on power fully. It was based off of your VO2 max and ZMAP, I think. Something like that. So it's a combination. And it felt reasonable, and everybody seemed happy. And then it disappeared. I don't feel like Zwift's ever hit the mark. But I feel like this is the most off the mark. See, and I agree with that if I wasn't dropped by 8 minutes. I'm fine with getting dropped. But getting dropped and basically riding solo, I'm not going to do that. That's not fun. That is not why I'm on the platform. I'm fine with getting dropped. And as long as it's not like I'm in a different race category feeling. I've been dropped plenty of times, and I've had fun. I've had great races where I've just been shattered. But finishing 8 minutes down on the winner in a 42-minute, or in a technically 34-minute race that's brutal. I should not be like 33% behind the winner at all. That's not how racing should be. That was not a hard enough course for that to be the difference. See, and that's part of the issue that I mentioned, Marblehead. My score should have gone down to the lower category. Sticking to 90-day power is ridiculous. If it was 45-day, I'd be fine. I would be in the category lower. So that's why I'm saying it's broken. It might have been better and I might have had more fun had it let me race the category down. And honestly, looking at the scores, that's where I belong. I did not belong in that race. No matter how you look at it, that was not the category I belong in. So, had it been 30, 45-day scoring, yeah, I'd be happy. But that's why it's broken. I don't belong there. But I'm also basing off of when I was in peak fitness. Peak fitness for me was 3.1 watt per kilo. I still would not have been remotely close to anybody there. And that's why I say the groups aren't set up right. I was fine with the old groups where it capped off at like 420 or 450. That was fine. 170 point swing is just too much. It does not make sense. It does not line up with how power profiles line up. The gap is massive. Because as you saw, there was everybody from below 2.5, me, to all the way over 4.0. That doesn't make any sense. That's not a reasonable power gap. There are people that are 30 to 40% stronger than I am in my group. There's literally nothing I can do with that. I literally have no chance, which is what's frustrating, is when there's not even a chance to hang on to any group. Yeah. See, in Renren, I at least might have been able to hang on to a chasing group in that, which I'd be fine with. I don't, like, if I finish 100, but I'm in a chasing group and I feel like I'm actually, like, working at it, and, you know, I feel like I belong, that's fine. But getting dropped so hard that I don't even feel like I belong there, no. Because you also have to think about new racers that come in and get immediately discouraged, which is Zwift's worst nightmare. Because they're a platform about getting newbies. This system is not going to fetch newbies into racing. It's going to discourage them. Oh, I saw the ZRS changelog, but I'm not hopeful. Because I raced the betas, and there was a lot of feedback negative on the betas, and they still rolled it out to full mass. So, I don't trust them. Move it. Oh, I didn't see they were moving to... Okay. Exactly why I don't trust them. That is so disconnected from reality. Why? So they're just gonna make it worse. Well, it's just... That's exactly my point. They don't understand. They are so disconnected from racing. That doesn't make any sense. Good luck if you get injured. Forget racing. Stupid. Because will I get back to fitness? Sure. But, you know, to the point earlier, what if you have surgery? What if you break your leg? Break your collarbone? Forget racing down. Just wait until your power matches what it used to be. How deluded. It's like they don't have somebody that understands racing on their team. That's just so disconnected from how it works. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not going to have much hope for ZRS then, unfortunately. But seriously, Marblehead, I hope you know that I've enjoyed the discussion, like, because it does help to have both sides of the argument. You know, knowing that the upper end does enjoy ZRS. So, I mean, it's a balance. But I don't have faith that they're going to fix this in any reasonable sense anytime soon, unfortunately. Because for me, I feel like we've gone backwards consistently. See, but that set's going up, not going down. Because I don't know if you saw at the lower end of that ZRS changelog, it also says something about the fact that they turned off decay. But I've also feel like MyWhoosh and other platforms are better racing platforms, Marblehead. I do feel like the other platforms are better at racing. Because that's literally all they are. They're not a community platform, they're racing platforms. So I'd imagine their scoring system is probably more sensible. Yeah, decay not being on is just... I don't... That is such an oversight. Because decay should never have been turned off. Decay is critical just as long as it's a reasonable decay. Yeah, no, I believe that. I mean, and who knows? Maybe that'll be where I go for racing eventually. Do my group rides here and do racing there. I don't know. But I'm not holding out hope for ZRS because everything that I've seen is going further away from what I feel like works in the lower categories. And extending the 90-day look-back period, that's so delusional. Like, I don't know how to put that any other way. Is that verified race is good. I don't understand how that is supposed to help and not make things worse, because I don't see it. I don't get it. Anyways, seriously, thank you everybody for the good discussions. Again, I know I try to be positive, and I know I wasn't super positive today, so I apologize. Again, it was a very rough weekend, so my headspace is not there, which is why I wanted to come race. Which also, I mean, I'll probably be like out of it after this. I'll probably have dumped all of emotion, so yeah, that makes more sense, correct? That makes more sense. I mean, I agree. A lot of people should have been moved up, and I'll be curious to see if any of them can race in that category again, because if they can, I don't understand. But hey, it is what it is. I'll be around and check on things, but I'm going to be very, very picky about which races I do now. I'm not just going to sign up for random races anymore, which is kind of unfortunate, but I want to make sure I do my headspace well and not just keep getting myself with my teeth kicked in and not enjoy it. Because if I don't enjoy it, that's how I stopped riding before. And I don't want to get to that point again where I lose passion for riding, because that sucks. So I'm going to be very careful with it. Anyways, I will probably be back Wednesday. Interesting. Okay, well, here's hoping. We'll see. So yeah, probably be on Wednesday, and then I will be doing the Thanksgiving ride on Thursday. Partially because I just want the jersey, so yeah, we'll go from there. So Wednesday and Thursday should be rides. And then we'll see from there. I don't know. Appreciate everybody for joining for a very random midday stream. Yes, exactly. The jersey unlock is a very critical piece. Let me check something real quick. Because I didn't get the chance to get that jersey. Wait. Interesting. I didn't get the chance to get that jersey during, because I was in Japan during the only time you could unlock that jersey. I didn't realize. I didn't know why that's a thing. I checked my following list, and my following list was not giving me accurate data. So, not that the Twitch app has been great at all lately. So, give me 1 second. I'll set up a raid. I had thought there was nobody online, but there is. It's just the Twitch app is absolutely terrible lately. They've tried to overhaul it so much, and everybody agrees they've made it so much worse. Like, clips are so broken on the mobile app. Anyways, so I will send you on a raid, and I will see you all on Wednesday, most likely. I will let you know if that changes, because I plan on doing Thursday anyways. So, hang around for the raid if you're interested. Otherwise, I will see you next time.
Rock the party.